Hey everybody, welcome back. This time it's time for part B. We're still translating words into expressions. Some translations have two operations instead of one, like we've been doing in the first half of the lesson. Example 3a. Twice the sum of a number a and 8. This problem is going to have two steps. There's going to be a translate step, and then we're going to rearrange things. So let's translate first. Twice means two times. The sum of means plus. A number a, that tells me that a is my variable, and the number 8 at the end. Sum is matched with of, so if of has a word with it, we look for the word and the symbol, the operation, moves to where and is. Now we have to rearrange things. We still have 2 times. We have to move that addition symbol. So we have a plus 8. Now, it's not just 2 times a, but it's 2 times the whole thing. So we have to put the a plus 8 in parentheses, and that would be our answer. Another example. 8 less than the product of a number b and 4. Let's translate straight down. 8 stays 8. Less than means subtract. There's that word than again. We'll come back to that in a second. The product is multiply. A number b, that tells me my variable, and the 4. Product is with of, so we have to look for the word and. The multiplication symbol is going to move over there. So if we rearrange things, remember, the than means backwards. So instead of the 8 being at the front of the problem, the 8 has to be at the end of the problem. So we're going to do b times 4, and then minus 8. We put the 8 at the end. There's one more thing we can do to simplify this. Instead of b dot 4, we can just write 4b. And 4b minus 8 would be our answer. One more example of this type of problem. The quotient of 5 and the sum of 12 and a number c. Quotient of is division. The number 5, there's and. Sum of is plus. Then we have 12. There's another and a number c, which is my variable. Quotient of is matched with the word quotient, so we have to move the symbol to where and is. Of is matched with sum, so we have to move that symbol to where and is. And now we have to rewrite. 5 divided by 12, and then the plus symbol moved, 12 plus c. Again, there's one thing we can do to simplify this. It's not just 5 divided by 12, but it's 5 divided by the whole thing. And so we can use the fraction bar to mean division. And that would be our final answer for this one. You also need to be able to translate the other direction from math to words. We said that with a foreign language, you have to be able to translate both ways. Same thing in math. Most of these types of problems have many possible answers. For example, if I just read example 4a out loud, I say x plus 8.1. There's several different ways I can write that in words. I can write 8.1 more than x. The reason why I switched the 8.1 and the x is because of that word than. Because than means backwards, so I have to write things backwards. The sum of x and 8.1 would also work. And then the way that I read it the first time, just 8 plus x.1, 8x plus 8.1. Just write the word plus instead of the symbol plus. Another example of this. Okay, take a look at that for a second. One of the ways I can write this, 9 more than the product of 10 and x. The 10 and the x are being multiplied. The 9 is being added. It all works out. Example 4c, I can write it as n divided by 3. I could also use the quotient of n and 3. There's probably some more, but there's a couple of examples. One more of this type. I can write this as 1 less than 5 times x. Remember, I switched the 1 and the 5 times x because of the word than there. 1 less than the product of 5 and x. The product of 5 and x subtracted by 1. All of those are possible answers to example 4D. Now, there's one more example in your book, example 5. We'll look at that one in class. The practice problems for this section are on page 7, numbers 9 through 39 odds. If you want to start those ahead of time, you can. Otherwise, we'll take a look at those in class tomorrow in your groups.